video provided to NBC News shows how easily thieves break into and steal this pickup truck right out of a driveway in Southern California. Anaheim Police Detective Heather Scaglione says the thieves used a tablet meant for locksmiths that can connect to technology in newer vehicles.
Checks the handle first, sees the car is locked. So then he heads over to the back window and he uses a window punch to break it. He's able to peel it off the car and then climb in. And then he's being handed a locksmith tool, a computer device that plugs into the computer system in the car so he can quickly reprogram it and turn the car on so he can leave with that truck.
Police say other surveillance videos show how thieves are also using antennas to pick up signals from key fobs inside homes, searching for that signal right on the front doorstep.
Once they pick up that signal, they send it to somebody standing by the car, opens the car right up, gets in, pushes the start button, and off they go.
You are currently being recorded.
The Anaheim PD says there's a growing trend where criminals are using technology to target expensive cars with high-powered engines. To protect your vehicle from these high-tech heists, police say you can put your key fob in a so-called Faraday bag like this to cut off the signal or store your keys away from the front door. You can also use low-tech devices like a wheel lock or club to make it impossible to drive away.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash, double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers, and peace and blessing and salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today is real quick, as you can see, in this wicked kingdom, this man pushes, more and more technology. All right. What you also seeing is, that criminals, okay, are being able to have more convenience, okay? And this society is ran by thieves, right? And it's for thieves, okay? And they constantly push to you, all the benefits of technology as if there's no, consequences, there's no cons. They only give you the pros, okay, of technology. They don't give you the cons, all right? And you wonder, well, how is all this technology so available? Because they don't care. And see, they want, things to happen like this so they can push for, okay, well, now this is why you need a digital ID. Okay, because now we'll be able to pick up, okay, who's doing what. Okay, we'll be able to program to where only your ID can start the car. And eventually they're going to say, well, your C-HIP, your chip can start the car. Only your chip can start the car. Okay, which that's going to create problems as well. Because what if you need, someone to drive you home, you nice, how that's going to work? If only, or, because you still can technically start it. But let's just say, that you're out of pocket and you need your car moved, but only your chip can start it. You see? It can just cause so much hassle, man. Just looking at this whole New World Order, because he caused problems and then come back with the solution to fix it. But when you look at it, man, all this shit a problem. This man's technology is flawed. Okay, nothing that he presents is going to be, okay, a solve all, okay, solution. Okay, it's all flawed. Okay, because it's wicked. All right, but you look in this society and it's just, criminals, okay, just have so much access to technology to be wicked. Okay, and it's because this nigga is wicked. That's the spirit that he pushed. Okay, so let's go here. Let's get this precept. Now I'm going to some. This is Sirach 10 and And 2, it says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. You know, and these people, and he pushed these movies where you have these high-tech criminals, you know, and then these criminals have all this access to the different technology, you know, and technology just makes everything vulnerable to where people have access to you and to your possession. So now the newer the car, the more vulnerable it is. Okay, you spend all this goddamn money for this high dollar ass car, but a nigga go buy a $20 antenna and steal it. Okay, it's just a whole flawed system, and because this devil pushes, because this devil is wicked, and he has pushed, you know, he has glorified high tech thieves in his movies. Okay, you have a bunch of criminal minds running loose with all this technology, man. Okay, it's all flawed, man. Okay, all of the whole system is flawed. Okay, even when you get to the sea hill, it's gonna be all type of flaws because he's not thinking about convenience for people. It's about control. Okay, he's not thinking about a solution to the Earth's problems with technology. He's thinking about control and profit. Okay, so let's go here because I asked it. Asked the chat real. So it says, it probably went away. Yep. Let's see. All right. So as there's too much thing is too much technology. Yes, there can be a such thing as too much technology, depending on how it's used and how it affects people, society, and environment. Technology itself, all right, isn't the problem. The issue when it becomes unbalanced. Okay, and the issue is the people and the people that run the world. Okay, so technology itself isn't wicked. Okay, but what this man allows with his technology and the way that this man has, you know, promoted, you know, high tech criminals using technology has glorified it. Okay, it creates an atmosphere to where people have these criminal minds and this technology is just coming out. They're thinking criminally minded. Okay, and they got this from the devil himself, man. Okay, but this whole system is flawed. But I can see them as using this as a pretense to push digital ID and the chip. You know, because with digital ID, we can identify, okay, the criminals that's doing it. You know, they can, you know, they have the C chip in them, the chip in them, where you know they can be tracked. Okay, we can know exactly who's there based off the chip. Okay, so this, you know, you can just see how the devil just studying the devil patterns, man. You can see him, you know, use things like this to spin his agenda. Okay. So let's go here. This is Genesis, and this is the pre-flood. There's no doubt that we're in that pre-flood era. Okay, right before major judgment. Okay, the atmosphere of the earth, this wicked atmosphere that's in the earth. There's no doubt that this is the pre-flood era. Genesis 6:5, it says, and the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually, man. Okay, and this is a society where wickedness, okay, dominates, man. This is where people just sit, as scriptures say, they are wise to do evil. You know, people really sit down and plot, okay, of how to be wicked. You see, now these niggas are technicians, man. You know, now these niggas are wicked technicians, man. IT, the wicked IT. You see? Nah, man, every you know, this is a society where wickedness just dominates the mind. Okay, wickedness dominates the behavior, man, till the Lord has to intervene with major judgment. Okay, and we're here. You know, so that's the point. You know, Lord will, you know, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified till next time I say shalom.